You have trained on artistry signals and on the meets exceeds threshold. In this video, we move to the harder developmental call, recognizing below moments at MCC where mastery stumbles on a single beat, 2 moments from the same recording, both subtle, both the kind of beat that a less experienced evaluator would miss in a strong session. What below means at MCC. Below at MCC does not mean the coach is incompetent. It means an MCC-level opportunity was available and the coach did not take it. At ACC, below means the behavior was not present. At PCC, below means the behavior was present, but shallow. At MCC, below usually means the behavior was present and competent. But the coach missed an MCC-level opportunity that was visible in the moment. The discipline is naming the missed opportunity, not the missed competence. 2 patterns. Almost every below call at MCC answers one of 2 questions. 1. Did the coach use language the client did not provide? Interpretive labels, nervousness, anxiety, fear, frustration imposed without checking are the most common below pattern. 2. Did the coach miss an opportunity that was visible in the moment? A pattern the client was on the edge of articulating, an emotion that needed naming, a connection the client could not see. You are about to hear one of each. Moment 1, 15:04. The canonical evaluator tags the surrounding markers as M5.3 and M5.4. Consistent curiosity and creating space for silence. Both rate meets in this moment. The below call is on M7.3. The coach stimulates new client insights with a succinct, open-ended question, one at a time. Listen for the specific word the coach uses.
Well, I think I can't accept it because I don't know why me.
So then what do you need in order to switch that off, switch that nervousness off?
What you just heard. The coach gives the client space to think. The client says she cannot accept it because she does not know why me. The coach asks, what do you need in order to switch that nervousness off? Stop and notice. The client never used the word nervousness. Not in this turn, not earlier in the session. The coach introduced it. That is interpretation by the coach, not a reflection of the client's language. Worse, it is suggestive language. It labels the client's experience for her without checking. This is what makes it below on M7.3. The question is succinct, open-ended, and one at a time. So on form, it meets the marker. But the marker also asks the question to be grounded in what the client has actually said. The label nervousness is not grounded. What the MCC level move would have sounded like. The coach could have used the client's exact phrase from a moment earlier. What do you need in order to switch off the not knowing why me? Same question structure, same coaching intent, different word, or the coach could have asked the client to name it. What would you call what you are feeling right now? That hands the labeling back to the client where it belongs. The meets ratings on M5.3 and M5.4 stand. The below on M7.3 is the discipline of evidence-based feedback. The coach used a word the client never used. Moment 2, 18:35. This one comes right after the team of pedestals intuition you heard in 9.3B. The moment the canonical evaluator rated exceeds, the intuition lands. The client's voice shifts. Yeah, then she takes a different way of seeing it. The marker tagged is M4.2. The coach recognizes the client's emotions, strengths, or other unique characteristics. Listen for what the client describes and what words she does not use.
Yeah, that's why I have that's one of the reasons I have a really big problem with this. Like, it's not all me. Right? So, easy example that's at the top of mine. This book that we're getting ready to publish, I have 2 partners on that. So why me out front? Why me get the visit? Why me? I don't understand that. Like, and it's too reminiscent of, let me step on everybody's head and kick them off the ladder so I can get to the top of it. And I don't like that.
What you just heard. The client describes a value of fairness and why this does not feel right to her because it conflicts with that value. Listen again to what she said. She did not use the word value. She described one. Fairness. The conflict between her reality and her fairness. There was an opportunity here for the coach to point out that what she is struggling with is where her reality and her values are in conflict. Naming that would have been an exceeds quality observation. The coach offering a frame the client was on the edge of having herself. The coach moves on without naming it. The opportunity closes. What the MCC-level move would have sounded like. It seems like what you are describing is a conflict between your reality and your values. Is that what you are sitting with? One sentence, names the pattern, hands it back to the client to confirm or refine why this is below, not just a missed exceeds. At MCC, the marker M4.2 asks the coach to recognize the client's strengths, emotions, and characteristics, which includes the client's values and identity level material. The values theme was visibly in the room. The coach saw it. We can hear that in how the conversation goes, and did not name it. That is the missed opportunity that makes M4.2 below in this turn. 2 patterns, 2 below moments. Pattern 1, imposed language. Coach uses a word the client did not use. Fix, use the client's words or ask the client to name it. Pattern 2, missed opportunity. Coach moves past a visible opening. Fix, notice the opening. Name what is in the room. Both patterns are subtle. Both happen in strong sessions. Catching them is the discipline of experienced MCC evaluation. Now, the developmental feedback model, below moments are not criticisms. They are invitations to practice. The language matters. Instead of, you used a word the client did not use, try in the moment at 15:04. The client had not introduced the concept of nervousness. There was an opportunity to use her exact phrase or to ask her to name what she was feeling. That is the practice for next session. Notice 3 moves in that feedback. Anchored to the timestamp. Names what was available. Frames the practice as forward-looking. That is evidence-based developmental feedback. What was available, not what went wrong. That is the phrasing that generates growth instead of defense. Below at MCC is not a verdict on the coach's competence. It is a precise observation that an MCC-level move was available in this specific moment and was not made. Catching those moments and naming them well is what makes you useful to the candidate. In Unit 9.4, you put everything together: artistry, threshold calls, below opportunities, and evaluate the full 40-minute recording on your own.